You wait for the guitar break, bro.
It ain't coming yet, I guess. Gotta wait a little longer. Let's ride out a little bit longer. Alright, we're dropping in, What up? What up?
Yeah.
We in here. First of all, I'd like to say thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Greg Monroe.
That is a monster finish.
Who, like Rudy Gobert with DeMar DeRozan,
Oh, it's DeAndre, right?
DeAndre got him bad.
But I saw that man in tears, bro.
DeAndre. It was worse than Kevin Garnett on Blake Griffin. Worse than... Who else got dunked on? Oh, Porzingis got it bad, too.
Oh, really?
Right? A couple weeks ago.
I didn't see it.
It was a couple of weeks ago. I think it happened. We would have talked about it last week if we did a video, so... But, whew, it was bad, man. Real bad.
Yeah, that was like Dwight Howard's dunk contest dunk in game.
Yeah, Porzingis hasn't played well since, really. Might be hitting that rookie wall. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, after a week hiatus, we are back to talk some fantasy basketball. What do you want to talk about first? We got two trades actually to talk about because we didn't talk about the trade that sent Harden to Bobby last week. So Bobby got. You want to talk about Bobby?
I didn't know Harden got traded.
Yeah, Harden's getting moved. He's getting moved like the neighborhood thought. Everybody's getting a turn.
Yeah.
Bobby got James Harden. He got Serge Ibaka. That's his new thing. He blocks a shot.
Oh, really?
Gives a thumb down.
Batista? Okay.
Yeah. Serge, Harden, and shit. Who's the last guy?
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Fuck. Serge, Harden. Damn. My memory sucks. Serge, Harden, Tobias Harris. And Mike got Paul Millsap,
Kyrie,
and DeAndre.
Yep.
What do you think? Who wins?
I definitely like this trade for Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
I like this trade for Bobby just because Kyrie's always hurt. I guess Ibaka isn't have the best year, but Harden's still playing well. Of course, Tobias Harris is Mr. Consistency. I don't think it's a lopsided trade, but I think it does go in the favor of Bobby. Nothing too crazy. I don't think he got fleeced or anything like that, but...
Yeah, Mike, I don't know. I thought Mike was going to sit with the team he had. Mm-hmm. So I thought he was kind of trending upward, but he made another move. It was gutsy.
Yeah, I like it.
It's just I don't personally like to trade for players that are injured currently.
Yeah. Because
you just never know whether or not they're going to have a setback. You don't know what kind of minutes restriction they're going to be on.
And even if they need to play, even if they're healthy,
you still need a couple of weeks to get the rust off.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But Kyrie, if you're going to trade for any injured guy, Kyrie's definitely the guy that has the most talent out of all those guys.
Sure.
He might be able to just come right in and be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't know if Cleveland would. They're playing decently, right?
they only lost like 5 or 6 games.
Yes, it's, the East Coast is always the East Coast. It's a little more competitive, but it's always a matter of if they'll need Kyrie to play.
Yeah, I just feel I would worry they're gonna baby him a little too much for him to for you to get the return on your investment. So, but we'll see. It's a ballsy trade. Obviously, Ibaka. I talk about it every week. I know everybody's tired of me saying this. Ibaka has 4th or 5th round value. Yeah. I don't see why he's 2nd round. Sometimes he goes in the 1st round. There's not a guy in this league I don't think that would rather have Ibaka over DeAndre Jordan or Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah.
And if you tell me you would, I will slap you in the face personally because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought he could have gotten a little bit more since he was giving up the best player in the trade. But, we'll see. He could have really helped his team if Kyrie comes back to the Kyrie of old.
Yeah.
Second trade we have to talk about. Anthony traded. He sent away Andrew Wiggins, Antetokounmpo, and Jordan Clarkson, and he got
Wiggins
back.
And Thaddeus. Or not
No,
Wiggins,
he got Eric Bledsoe and Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins that trade?
Personally, I definitely think Abir wins that trade.
Yeah.
I almost felt like even would have been a fair trade if Jordan Clarkson wasn't included.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he just got the extras of Jordan Clarkson. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good deal for Abir. If I were Anthony, I would have tried to get another player out of it. You know, Anthony.
Holy shit, it got really windy. That was scary.
El Nino.
Yeah,
Spanish
El Negro.
The Nino.
You gotta put that clip in.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Anthony, he really plays the waiver wire well. So I mean, I don't think he'll be as hurt by the trade as you would expect. But I just don't think it was a personally good deal for him.
Yeah, I think it comes down to personal preference. I'm with you. I personally, when I make trades, I never give up more guys than I get back.
Yeah, especially
in this league,
Yeah.
because there's not a lot on the waiver wire. I mean, we're looking at the best waiver wire pickup right now is like what, TJ McConnell
it's
or
so
something.
Bad, I don't even look.
Yeah, it's like no point.
Yeah.
So I definitely think obviously Anthony gets the best player in the trade with Bledsoe.
Yeah.
But Abir gets more talent.
Mm-hmm. More upside
with Antetokounmpo.
All three of them, you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan Clarkson, towards the end of last year, when the Lakers really were in tank mode, started putting up nice little lines.
Yeah, and that, they still need to get used to each other. Lakers offense.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, Jordan Clarkson last year in the second half of the season was the reason I got third place.
Yeah.
Because the rest of my picks didn't work out at all. So, I don't know. I see what Anthony's doing, and he's got talent to spare.
Mm-hmm.
So he got another explosive guy that can really do damage. So it makes sense for both parties, but I do think Abir gets the most back. But when you have a plethora of scoring, you can afford to give up an extra guy that gives you just points, which is what Wiggins does. He doesn't do anything else but score. So it makes sense for both parties. I think it's going to be an even deal. I think towards the end of the year, though, Abir will slightly have an edge. But I don't blame Anthony for making the move. All right, let's talk about the matchups this week. Want to talk about yours first?
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
Man.
Talk about mine.
Ooh.
My team's coming up.
Man, people were sleeping on you. I talked to people about your team,
and
everybody's just like, he's all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, if you look at his roster, like, he's loaded at every position. Like, I was kind of scouting your team, like, oh, when I play him, I can win this category.
Yeah.
You look at your roster across the board, there's not a category you're not murking in. Like, team's pretty damn scary. 60-something threes, 705 points, 279 rebounds, 180 assists, 73 steals.
Woo! Yeah, like them steals.
34 blocks, 10 double-doubles. There's not a team in the league that can beat those numbers. And obviously you career this week. But,
yeah, for sure.
But I'm just looking like position-wise. Position-wise, you're loaded at every position. You got Towns, you got Powell for your big man. Then you got, as a backup big man, you got Nerlens Noel.
Yeah.
Your small forwards.
Kyle Lowry, by the way.
Yeah. And then your backup, as your forwards, you got freaking Robert Covington, who's got filthy value, but people kind of underestimate him. Then you got the sharpshooter Kyle Korver. Then your guards, you got Brandon Knight, who I'm so glad I traded. And then you also got, John Wall has really been coming on lately.
Yeah, for sure.
So
104 points this week.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I also thought the Frank Kaminsky pickup was smart.
Yeah, because he's progressively getting more playing time. So
yeah.
I'm kind of banking on him having a good second half of the season.
Yeah, I fully expect your team to be top 3 if you check your lineups.
Yeah.
As far as
I had a mishap today. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, I never miss it on Sunday, but for some reason I only missed out on Towns' stats. He didn't really do anything.
Yeah, so. When you win 8-2, there's not really much you could have gained by putting him in anyway.
Yeah.
Harrison's really struggling. Let's talk about who played well for you first. Obviously, big week for John Wall, like I talked about. D'Angelo Russell is coming around finally. That mid-range game starting to find his mark. He's starting to find his spots on the floor, his little sweet spots. Brandon Knight, good God. The guy is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
That double crossover he does. He's crossing up everybody. If you just look up Brandon Knight crossover on YouTube, you get people just ice skating out there, man. He's good. Covington's a sneaky good guy. Threes, steals. even a couple blocks this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Nerlens Noel really hasn't even gotten it going for you yet. So
no, he's on and off the court.
Yeah,
of course, Kyle Lowry. He must have elbowed him today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I expect him to come around.
Yeah.
But
and then you got Powell 3 double-doubles this week.
Got me 4 3-pointers. I was stoked. I knew that was coming eventually.
Yeah.
Based off of the European games, but
and the offense they run, they encourage everybody to shoot threes except for Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
I don't want to see him shoot a free throw. But...
Oh God, it's like a horror film. Like every time he gets ready to shoot a free throw, I just turn the channel. I'm like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody wants to see that. That's a snuff film. As far as Harrison goes, Clay finally got it going.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the bright spots for Harrison team is that.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. He lost 8-2 because Damari Carroll was out. Damari Carroll.
Yeah.
But I mean, he had Okafor. Okafor played pretty well this week. Teague had an off week, so that didn't help. Jordan Hill, I don't know if he was hurt. He didn't really produce.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that I think Bradley Beal is gonna be on some limited minutes coming up.
Bradley Beal's out at least 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
They said he has a stress fracture, beginning of a stress fracture in his leg.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny because I had a conversation with Harrison.
You listen to me.
I forgot Bobby had offered Harrison something, and it was like a pretty good deal in my eyes. And so I texted Harrison. I was like, man, I would do it. Bradley Beal might get hurt. And then right after that, Bradley Beal got hurt.
He won't listen to me.
Then he came back, and now he's hurt again. So.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, man. Bradley Beal to me is one of those ticking time bomb guys where like you ride him out when he's hot, but you don't expect him to stay hot all year or healthy.
Yeah.
So nice win for you. I think that's 2 weeks in a row. Last week I think you won 8-2 also, didn't you?
Yeah, so I'm hoping my team can maintain it.
First of all, thanks to my team. It is a good job. This is an amazing job.
Stay healthy. That's always the biggest factor that, I mean, in the past fantasy basketball seasons kind of made me not lose interest, but kind of get really discouraged and give up because I mean it's always one of my big time players. Like I think 1 year was Rubio right off the bat, then Derrick Rose last year who was starting to come around.
And you had Kyrie when you traded for him and he got hurt.
Yeah, so I mean, but I'll make some moves.
I'm
starting to get a little more experience. So.
Yeah. I mean you got a balanced roster, probably the most balanced roster in the league, I think.
Yeah.
As long as you check your lineup, you're gonna be dangerous. My dad's Tube Socks, a.k.a. Meet Me in Temecula versus Walton's Warriors. Walton pulled it out, man. It was a close matchup all week. I think Mike forgot to set his lineups today because we got pretty drunk last night. Well, at least he did.
Oh, my God. Why did I drink so much and smoke so much?
So I'm pretty sure he didn't set his lineups for today, and that probably cost him the matchup, unfortunately.
Dang, I like the strategy, man.
Yeah.
You gotta take care of the threats by taking them out drinking.
Well, I mean, he's not a threat to me. I don't know. Like, I'm not playing him, so it didn't really do me any good to do
Might
that.
come down to the
yeah, I guess
a couple categories.
Yeah, I guess he's not gonna make the playoffs right now, so maybe that's my way of getting him out. Here, have another shot. Let's see who played well for Walton's Warriors. Gordon Hayward, the babyface bastard.
Yep, 12.
You ever notice how Gordon Hayward can play 40 minutes a game? His hair never looks out of place.
That's true, huh?
What kind of gel is that nigga using? Or pomade, or what is that?
Something from here.
That shit is extra strength.
Yeah,
the scale of 1 to 10, it's a 13. His hair never looks out of place.
Yeah.
He can go tumbling to the ground, fall, beer fall all over him, popcorn, hair still in place.
Yep.
Gordon Hayward's hair gel, we salute you. Let's see. Walton's Warriors, who else played well?
JJ Redick had a good.
Yeah, JJ got going, got 10 threes for him.
I don't know, how much longer you can expect that, but I mean, I'm sure he'll take it.
Yeah, Dirk got back on track.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Paul George kind of had an off week. Zach Randolph just got moved to the bench for Memphis. Now they're starting Matt Barnes.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
I think they're trying to go small and putting Barnes and Green at the 2 forward spots with Gasol. So we'll see.
I never thought I'd hear Matt Barnes starting over Zach Randolph. I guess
yeah. I don't know. I guess that's the way the league is going. I don't know. I don't agree with it.
But
yeah.
I just hope like a huge a big man oriented team just comes and dominates everybody.
Yeah, I don't like this form of basketball.
Small, yeah,
it's too weird. It's too gimmicky.
It's almost like those leagues with height limits, like the 6'3" and under leagues.
Yeah,
I hate those.
It's just too gimmicky for me. I'm old school. Ooh, I just farted. Sorry. Ty Lawson didn't do jack shit.
Yeah.
Ty Lawson sucks right now.
At my old age, I feel like a piece of shit.
I don't know. I mean, Walton's Warriors hold on to him. I guess he might get traded. You never know.
Yeah, but this was supposed to be his rejuvenation getting traded.
Yeah, and it's been anything but that.
Yeah.
My dad's tube socks. Isaiah Thomas has been the go-to guy for him lately, playing really well. Danny Green's still struggling. Seems like Mike every year that 4th or 5th round pick never pans out the way it was supposed to. Last year was Lance Stevenson.
Oh God.
This year's Danny Green. Just that round for him has just been murder. He just never gets the guy he wants, or the guy doesn't perform the way he should for where he's drafted that round for him.
Yeah.
Ryan Anderson really slowing down.
Yeah. Wow. Really?
Yeah. Anthony Davis didn't have a good week for Anthony Davis standards, I don't think. 3 games, only 56 points, 30 rebounds, 7 blocks. It's a little weak for Anthony Davis, to me at least. He did pick up Kelly Olynyk, who was a really good pickup, who had a good week.
Yeah, really good.
Bosch still playing well. Conley had a shitty week too. So, I mean, he's kind of lucky to lose 6-4 to me. Just because nobody really played well, over their head but Isaiah. So, next matchup, an upset. Bengali got Goldstein's girls. Wow, did not see that coming.
Watch out for Bengali, man.
That was a good little trade. And
yeah. Exactly. Same thing I was thinking.
Too bad the guy that carried him, he just traded him away. Eric Bledsoe had 91 points, 11 steals, 6 blocks, 26 assists on the week.
Yeah.
Who else played well for him? Rodney Hood had a good game today. I watched that, actually. Okay. He looked pretty good. Patty Bev was a good pickup off waivers for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. Bobby had him. He dropped him because he kept getting hurt. And then, yeah.
Okay. Nice pickup, yeah.
He still got LeBron James.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Who's doing LeBron things. Greg Monroe actually had a really good week, despite the fact that DeAndre Jordan damn near killed him on national television.
Yeah, he had a really good week.
Yeah, he had a solid game I think it was today, actually. Or no, yesterday he had a good game, too, that I watched. So, El Farouk Aminu got him a double-double. He's starting to come back. He kind of slowed down for a little bit. Right after he played me and had 3 double-doubles in the week, he started playing like shit, which is a great feeling.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. For James, who played well, Kenneth Faried had a double-double. Brooke Lopez continues to play well. Wesley Matthews kind of came back down to earth a little bit, at least as far as threes. He had 10, but I think last week he probably had 20-something because he had one game where he had 11. Carmelo still scoring machine. Jimmy Butler, I think, had a career high in one of the games this week.
Wow, so you would think, with all that.
Yeah.
But
Rondo didn't really play that well this week. I think he might have got suspended a game, too, if I'm not mistaken. Dennis Schroeder's not really producing anymore. CJ Miles is kind of slowing down a little bit, which is kind of really boosting him up. Tony Parker kind of slowed down. So James kind of had an off week. If you look at all his guys, nobody really stands out as far as peak performers besides Melo and Butler, and you kind of expect that from them.
Yeah.
So he'll be looking to get back on track next week. Man up versus that auto draft though. Ty. Poor Bobby. He was up all week, man.
Really?
All week he was up. And then Draymond Green happened and Chris Paul happened and all of a sudden it was tied. So that's gotta be a shitty feeling. I don't think he's won a matchup. I think he's either tied or lost every week. Yeah, so who played well for that auto draft though, who actually has been checking his lineups?
Making moves too.
Yeah.
Drop Jared Bayless.
Yeah. Who played well for him? Like I mentioned, Chris Paul and Draymond Green. LaMarcus is finally starting to get comfortable.
David's homer pick, so you got to respect that.
Yeah.
It's the best feeling when your homer pick starts producing.
Yeah, exactly. Who else? Gortat actually returned to the lineup, started playing pretty well. 2 double-doubles. I think he went to Poland because his mom was sick or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Chris Middleton's finally getting it going a little bit. So Davis' team's not too bad. It's still unbalanced as fuck because he really only has one true point guard. But who am I to say anything? You know. I mean, you are 30 and 42, so I would think you want to make a move to get a guard. But run your team the way you see fit.
Yeah.
What am I to do? You know. Man up, Bobby. Kevin Martin went off one game. I think he had 30 something. Oh yeah, it was against the Lakers.
Yep.
As a Laker fan, it pains me to say this, but every time I see one of my guards playing the Lakers, I'm like, fuck yeah, we about to get some numbers.
Yep.
Because Lakers, good God, man, they can't guard any guards to save their lives, man. Bobby also had Serge play pretty well. He had 9 blocks in the week, so that's nice. Tobias Harris had a bad game. Elfrid Payton struggled this week. Drew Holiday, I think, put up good numbers, but they continue to sit him on back-to-back, so I don't know. For me, as a fantasy owner, I would never want somebody that's not going to play the other end of back-to-backs. It's funny because these two, both these teams have guys that do that. Dwight for David and Drew for Bobby. So Bobby picked up Luau Deng, which was a good pickup. It immediately paid dividends. Nobody else really got it going. Oh, Jai Crowder had a pretty good week. Yeah. He's continuing to still like perform above expectations. Slowed down a little bit. He's not leading the league in assists. What am I talking about? Steals.
Yeah.
But he's still playing pretty well. Andrew Nicholson is like Bobby's guy. I don't know why he loves that dude, but that's his dude. He's always like, oh, Andrew Nicholson, man, he's starting, and even when he doesn't start, he gets a lot of minutes. He gets rebounds. All right, man. Hey, everybody has that one guy on their team. Mine is Stanley Johnson. I have no idea why I still hold on to him.
That upside, man. You just never know.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, tough week for Bobby. He's probably gonna try to make another trade because that's what Bobby does. He don't give a shit about any of the players on his team. I'm pretty sure he'll keep Harden and Cousins, but everybody else on the block for him usually. Westbrook show and his rival, Mr. Vsauce. Mr. Vsauce pulled it out. It was close all week. Every time I looked up, 6'5", 5'5", 6'4", 6'4", 4'6". Like, it was just going back and forth.
Who won the last matchup?
Alex took it because that was when Vsauce had Durant out.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Who played well for Mr. Vsauce? Obviously, Durantula, 109 points.
9 threes.
Yeah, Batum triple-doubled this week, and Durant triple-doubled. So 2 triple-doubles, you're usually going to lose that matchup.
Yeah.
But it's weird. He had 2 triple-doubles, but he lost double-doubles. That's very unusual. I mean, it makes sense.
It does make
but
sense.
It's just weird to think you can lose a category directly related to triple-doubles.
Yeah, but it's like the guys, I mean, Durant, I don't know.
He's not
like
a double-double guy. Yeah.
So.
And I don't think Vsauce really has anybody that's a double-double guy.
Yeah, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, but it's just funny to think that Lowry is still, Lowry's probably top 10 this year in fantasy.
Yeah.
He lost all that weight, and he's just been unstoppable. He's leading the league in steals, and I think he's near the top of the league. And
right, threes made, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's just unbelievable this year.
Mm-hmm.
Deron Williams continues to play well.
Yeah, nice little resurgence from him.
Yeah, he's actually outplayed Goran for Vsauce's team. Goran, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say about it. We talk about it every week.
I don't understand it, bro.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened to Goran. It's just crazy. Like, he doesn't have a lot of tread on his tires. I would think he would still have value.
And the way he plays isn't athleticism dependent play styles. Real cerebral, Nash-esque.
Yeah.
Like little Nash and Ginobili.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You would think that play style would age well, but I think it might just be the environment.
Yeah.
He hasn't fit in with Miami like they were expecting him to. So.
Yeah, Miami kind of has a lot of old guys. They play like a slower style. When you think about it, Wade's not going to be running. Neither is Bosh.
Yeah,
Whiteside doesn't really get up and down the court like that.
Yeah, Goran's
Dang is old as shit.
Yep.
Like, so, I don't know. Maybe it's just the guys he's playing with aren't fast and athletic enough to really complement him.
Yeah.
Let's see. For Mr. Westbrook show, doing a pretty good job of holding steady with Valanciunas and Gobert out. I mean, yeah, he took a loss, but he's not taking like a 9-1, 8-2 loss.
Yeah.
So he's giving his guys a chance to come back, and mainly that's due to Westbrook. I mean, Westbrook's carrying him, and that's why he wanted him, and that's why he cleaned out kind of the middle of his roster to get him.
Yeah, hence his team name. Yep.
Yeah, so who else played well? Trey Burke played pretty well for him. Tony Routon was a good stash. You know, I think Tony Routon, once he gets a little of the rust off, will have more value. Michael Carter-Williams had a couple of good games. He's looking a lot better lately.
So he must be back in the starting lineup then, huh?
Yeah, I think he did start because Grievous, Vasquez, Bayless, they all were out one game.
Oh, okay.
And he came back and took advantage. Festus Ezeli's been a great pickup for him. So he's going to have a nice little three-headed monster when Gobert and Valanciunas come back with Festus as his third guy. Avery Bradley's continuing to be one of those guys, doesn't get a lot of pub. Most fantasy guys don't really pay much attention to him, but he's been quietly producing.
Yeah, very much so.
So, I mean, he took a loss, but it wasn't a bad loss. He's still in the playoffs, so I'm sure he's not too worried about it. I'm sure he's actually pretty happy that he's not that far down. Yeah. So Valanciunas should come back in a couple of weeks, as will Gobert, so he'll be competitive. Porzingis took down number one, took down Boom. Pretty competitive matchup. It was back and forth all week. Another one that was like that. Every time I looked up, somebody else was ahead. Unfortunately, I think Boom forgot to set his lineups today, and I think he could have tied him, or actually won the matchup, because I think he sat DeMar DeRozan, and if you look at assists are tied, okay. And I'm pretty sure DeMar DeRozan had more than one assist, so he kind of missed out on that.
Yeah.
But hey, that's why we always say that's the sixth man checking your lineups.
Yep.
For him, who's playing well, you know, he has a guy named Steph Curry that's pretty decent on his team.
I haven't heard of him.
Yeah. I've heard of his brother Seth, but apparently Steph Curry is pretty good too.
Okay, I'll look him up.
Yeah. Seth, though, God, that guy's good.
I thought Seth would actually have. I don't know what I was thinking. I think Seth might have a good year this year because of how he played in the summer league. I was like, okay, he might have a job somewhere, but nah,
Has he even gotten off the bench?
Nah.
Oh, okay. For Boom, who else played well? DeMar still holding value, man. Like I thought.
I guess he's got to hold up the whole year.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty well. Not much else for him. Like for it to be such a competitive matchup, his guys really aren't playing up to their level.
Yeah.
I mean, Oladipo, Scott Skiles is just trying to ruin this guy's career. Maybe he has a thing against really dark black guys that look like Tootsie Rolls, because I looked at Oladipo's numbers one game. Actually, Brian showed me he had like 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist.
I bet Scott Skiles was like, if he lived back in the day, he would have been one of those overt, like, out racist. Like,
he looks like it, right?
Yeah,
he looks like he would just get back on that plantation, nigger.
Yeah,
like
one
of those guys.
Emmett Till.
Yeah, I'm surprised you started Elfrid Payton with that nappy ass hair. It probably drives him insane.
Probably because Elfrid looked like he be in the house. He's not on the field.
Master, they running away. Thanks, Elfrid. We'll get him. Mirotic has been really struggling lately. I don't know what's up with him. Joe Johnson kind of slowing down a little bit. Was doing really well.
OJ Mayo.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Mayo actually doing a little work. Okay, OJ. 8 threes, 15 assists, 9 steals. OJ Mayo playing defense.
I feel like OJ Mayo will be in the league for a very long time.
Yeah, he's just going to be one of those guys that always manages to find a roster spot.
Yeah, I think
somehow.
So he's like 40.
Yeah. For Porzingis, let's see, who played really well? Damian Lillard. Good God. Look at those numbers. That's just nasty. Yeah. That's Steph Curry-like numbers. 10 threes, 103 points. Yeah. Let's see, who else played well? Zach LaVine's been playing really well.
Really well. He had 20, almost 30
I think 28 points today, yeah. Andrew Wiggins, who's bye-bye. He's not on his team anymore, but he had a decent week. Porzingis is kind of slowing down. I watched a couple of the games. He looks like he's starting to get a little tired.
Oh, really?
I think a combination of the rookie wall and plus the scouting reporters like, okay, keep Porzingis off the offensive glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually admitted to being tired, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said his legs were tired.
Yeah, which is, it'll come. It's not like an indictment on him.
Yeah.
Every rookie kind of hits that wall.
Yeah,
so
and I'm sure Towns will hit it. Yeah, I still think Porzingis is still my pick for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Blake Griffin's still playing really well for him. Antetokounmpo had a triple-double. That was nice that he got the triple-double before he left. Nice little
parting gift, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, bye, Anthony. Here, take this with you.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously.
Kobe actually didn't play that bad. Shot 46% on the week.
Kobe, your love's a sword, slicing gently through my body, burn so sweet. Blood boils when you speak, makes me weak.
Yeah, I think Kobe's, looks like his legs are actually coming back. Of course, he'll always go for those 2 for 30 nights, but
yeah,
I think I don't know. He started being putting together some games where it's much more efficient.
Yeah. So Anthony, his team is still doing really, really well. We'll see how this trade affects that. He had to drop Markieff Morris finally.
Oh.
What's up with Markieff, man? That guy has so much talent.
Yeah, I know, man.
He just cannot get his shit together. He just is always in trouble.
Yeah.
Always mouthing off. Like, the other day he cost them a game because he got a delay of game technical, like, when the score was tied or something. And delay a game, you get a free throw and the ball, so it cost him the game.
Right.
Ever since then, Hornacek was like, nah, dog.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, and then, in the offseason, he had the whole thing where he got pissed off because they traded his brother.
Oh, okay.
Because supposedly the Suns organization promised them they would stay together if Markieff signed for less money so his brother could stay on the team. Well, they traded him, so I guess that made Markieff mad.
Oh, shut up, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's dumb. It's like, the NBA is a business. Why would you...
Like,
why would you think they would...
play with your brother? That's like trying to play with your dad. Like,
yeah, it ain't going to happen. Yeah. Sorry. Also, they had that whole thing where they jumped some guy who was dating their mom. So that didn't help. I don't even know what happened with that. I don't know if they're going to get jail time or what.
Yeah, they were double dragging on him.
Yeah, but the guy is like, this is the perfect league for Markieff Morris to succeed in, and he's blowing it. He's a stretch four. He's athletic. He can pass. He can shoot the three.
Yeah, by the time he gets it together, the league's going to evolve again. It's going to be big man oriented.
Yeah, and he's on the team where he can take advantage of that. All the Suns want to do is run and shoot threes.
Phoenix pretty much invented that style. Phoenix and
Golden State. It's like you're a dummy. Like you're getting coaches' decisions do not play right now. Like, all right, bruh. Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's see. Last matchup. Got an 8-2. Feeling pretty good. Nice. You're looking at the new first place team right here. Tyreke Evans came back. I'm pretty happy with the 8-2 because my team played like crap, man. Like,
it's a good sign then.
Yeah, if you look at all my numbers, like nothing really stands out besides maybe CJ McCollum, who had a great week, but
that dude is always.
Nobody else really played that well. Even Drummond, he had 4 games and he only doubled in 2 of them.
Yeah. Which
is unusual for him. Moutier is struggling, not playing well anymore.
Moutier he's good, but
I think he'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think he'll figure it out. It just might take him a little bit longer. I think he got given the keys a little bit too early for a rookie, but I mean,
the learning curve for a point guard I think is the highest in any of any position in the NBA. So I'm gonna hold out. I think he'll be okay. I'm missing like 2 days of stats from Kawhi Leonard because he was hurt with that stomach thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if you look at my stats, nobody really stands out besides, Otto Porter.
Yeah,
Forgot to mention.
69 points or 89? Or 69 points?
Yeah, 69, but he had one game where he had 28. Like, everybody keeps sleeping on Otto Porter. Otto Porter and CJ McCollum are the reason I'm in first place. Yeah. Like, nobody seems to understand it. Like, I put CJ McCollum on the block like a month ago? Didn't get one offer. It's like CJ McCollum is putting up Klay Thompson value. Yeah. Nobody wants that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep my 12 threes in a week with him on 46% shooting, 91% free throws, 10 steals. Like, you don't want that on your team?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, I mean, Ricky Rubio had a good game, then he had a really crappy game. Overall, I just took advantage of the fact that Mike had 3 guys out, and I got a big victory because of that. Wasn't because any of my players played that well. Derek Favors did okay, but nothing really special. For Mike, who played well, Kemba killed me. Played really well. D Wade continues to surprise me. Like, I mean, he still hasn't gotten hurt. Still hasn't shown any signs of any signs of slowing down.
Yeah, not at all.
So far. Yeah. So, like I said, the main thing with Mike is his injuries. I mean, he's got Kyrie, Harrison Barnes, and Al Jefferson. So, I mean, like, I won, and I'm happy I won, but I'm not like, oh, I killed him. Like,
he
had 3 guys out. Like, there's no real victory in that for me.
That's probably why you were able to win with your team not playing well.
Oh, yeah. I did. With these stats, I should have lost 7-3, probably, against anybody else. So, DeAndre Jordan played really well for him. That was a good move to get DeAndre. I think it fits what he's trying to do, you know? DeAndre in this league, I think, has a lot more value than people realize because his rebounding numbers are so astronomical, and the double-doubles and the blocks, and the high field goal percentage. The only detraction is the free throw percentage, but in our league, I think he has way more value than Serge Ibaka. And
oh yeah.
That's why I don't understand why people are always like, "Oh, Serge, he doesn't hurt you in any way. He's so good because he can shoot free throws."
Yeah, but that's nice, but not for the like you were saying, that's 5th round value.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. Yeah, Serge shoots a great free throw percentage. How often is somebody gonna foul Serge Ibaka?
Exactly. He's a mid-range shooter.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not gonna take you off the dribble.
Now he's even shooting 3-pointers. So
I don't know. I always find that interesting. Like, if you look at the Yahoo rankings, they still have DeAndre and Andre Drummond outside the top 100. It's like if you're gonna tell me Serge Ibaka, I think is 42 overall. Andre Drummond is 111. If anybody's going to tell me to my face that Serge Ibaka is more valuable than Andre Drummond, I'm probably never going to listen to another word they say because you're an idiot.
It's not even close. Like,
no.
Andre Drummond's probably at this point, he's got to be first or second round.
Yeah. I would think he's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Maybe top 15 at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mike is, he's going to be close to last after this unfortunate loss. I was telling him today, it could have been worse. It could have been 10-0. Like, I barely lost in field goal percentage and assist to turnover ratio. But then also it could have been 5-5. A lot of the categories were close. So I'll take it. I'm in first now. I'm happy about it. We'll see how long it lasts. Let's talk about next week's matchups. Do you have it on hand? No?
Let me pull it up.
Okay. I know I got Goldstein's girls next week.
Okay. James is texting me. He's a little concerned about Rondo only playing twice.
Oh, Rondo plays twice next week?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. Yeah, he said Rondo plays twice next week.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so he's concerned about that, and then, of course, Rondo's health. But
yeah, I think I can beat him 6-4. I don't see why not. But we'll see. James's team, like I said in the last video I made, I think he's got probably the best team in the league right now. For the categories we count, stuff like that, he's right up there for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm predicting a 6-4 for me. Porzingis, that all draft though. Porzingis.
Yeah.
I don't know. David's riding Draymond Green and Chris Paul to make matchups competitive. Well, Draymond only plays twice, so when you have Draymond Green playing twice next week and he's your best player at this point behind Chris Paul, you're probably not going to beat one of the better teams in the league. So I'm looking at Anthony 6-4, or maybe even 7-3.
Yeah, I can see that.
Westbrook Show, geriatric. Two teams are not playing up to their potential because they're banged up. I'm going to go 5-5. What do you got?
I'm actually picking Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, 6-4.
Okay. Mr. Bad as Can, yourself against Bobby. You got Bobby.
You think so?
Yeah. 7-3.
Okay.
The way your team's playing, your team is peaking. Right now, power rankings, you're probably number one to me. With the just ridiculous, absurd amount of stats you're putting up right now. I don't think there's anybody that's going to touch you right now. I say 7-3. By the way, we got to show them what Bad as Can is. You got to find that video.
I almost want to keep promising to show it and then never show it.
That'd be hilarious. Just keep it a mystery.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Fair enough. Boom and Bengali.
I'm actually picking Bengali. I think he's going to keep riding the upward swing. I don't know.
Brian always says I pick against him, but most of the time I've actually picked Brian to win.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not going to pick Brian to win this time is because Steph only has 2 games.
Okay, yeah.
So,
and Steph seems to be, I'm sure the rest this week will help, but Steph does seem to have slowed down. I mean, just the Warriors in general seem like they're tiring out a bit. So.
Yeah, if you look at their rotation, they don't really have a lot of, well, yeah, they do, but I don't know. I think a lot of the pressure, too, is getting to them a little bit.
Yeah,
they're going to break the records. A lot of media coverage. You look at SportsCenter lately, it's like Warriors Center, basically. Yeah. Like, it's like the LeBron thing a couple of years ago. They're just all over them. Eventually, that's going to tire you out. Yeah. So, I think Bengali will take him 6-4. Doesn't mean that I don't think Brian's team is one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah.
Clearly, he is. He was just in first. Yeah. But I think when your best player only plays twice, that's a huge, huge hole to climb out of. Yeah. My dad's Tube Socks, Harry Mamba. I got Tube Socks for the victory. I think he's going to finally take it 6-4 or 7-3. He's been, unfortunately, the victim of a lot of people careering against him. so his record is a bit deceiving. Also, he didn't set his lineup today, so I think that hurt him. But I think he takes out the hairy Mamba, who's going to have Bradley Beal out. Yeah. So he's a little wounded.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Who you got? Walden's Warriors, Hillary's Clip.
I got Hillary.
You got Hillary?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Hillary got him 6-4.
Yeah.
Should be close, though. Walden's Warriors is a very, very underrated team. Still think Al Horford. Al Horford's now making me look like I know what I'm talking about. He's really, really slowed down a lot. Like at the beginning of the season, I was like, "Oh wow, okay."
Right, well, there
but now it's like, okay, yeah, maybe he is the second or third round guy. Yeah. But yeah, I like Hillary's Clip to win that matchup. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think there's only 4 people that haven't paid. Ravi, both Mikes, and David, who owes me a partial buy-in. So if you guys can get that to me via Venmo or whatever, that'd be great. And glad to be back, and we'll see you next week, fellas. Yeah.
EA Sports.
This is not game, just fight. I love fight.